You know what I'm disappointed in? The fact that you dropped a hot take live the day of me coming on your show saying that Fernando Mendoza is not very good. You posted that. I accepted it, of course, because I'm about all the smoke. And then didn't bring it up today, a week later, when you had the ability to like just throw me under the bus and say, JB, you don't want to talk about Fernando Mendoza. See, I want to talk about Fernando Mendoza the whole show and prove to you why he's going to be a bust in the NFL. But you didn't
Hold
want me
for
to
a
do that.
second. You got one day, JB. You'll be 58, and you don't remember. You won't remember what week is what week. I just assumed we talked about Mendoza last Friday. I thought we
We
did. I
did.
assumed.
And then I said what I said, and then you dropped a video that night on Instagram because he was balling against Oregon and
That's
yeah,
Luke,
you
man.
forget that, huh?
That's Luke and Peyton. These are the guys.
Yeah.
I didn't put that video. Did I tell y'all to do that video? I think I actually did.
Yeah. So
I think I actually did.
the
But
text you said, "Hey, I'm gonna collaborate with you. You mind on
that's right.
on me just absolutely obliterating you live?" And I'm like, "Oh, nah, go ahead, go ahead.
Do we
I'll be."
have that video? Could we find? Let's find the video. I want to replay it.
So
I'll,
let me defend my take on your platform.
please.
Why do we dismiss the fact that I said what he will be, not what he is right now? Number one, that was my talking point. Number two, we have historic evidence of who Fernando Mendoza will be in the NFL. We've already seen Fernando Mendoza.
Who is that?
But y'all don't believe it. Fernando Mendoza. I'm talking about him.
I know. Who is the who have we already seen that's Fernando Mendoza? I say Jared Goff.
No. Fernando Mendoza is who we've already seen. Have you not seen him at Cal? Oh, we forgot he played at Cal Berkeley and was horrific around average players, don't we? Oh, see, that's why I got to come on your show and let you know that you can't just drop the good parts of your show. You have to be fully macro in this thing.
No one ever develops, huh, JB? No one
they
ever.
do develop. They do develop. But when they go to the NFL, guess what? He usually gets drafted very high because they go to what type of team, Jason?
A bad team.
Okay, so how much talent do you think? Is it going to be closer to Cal Berkeley's roster or Indiana's 25-year-old roster who's as old as the Green Bay Packers collectively, which is fact? So you don't think that matters? I'm cooking you guys today. I'm glad you talked about Fernando Mendoza. I've seen the Fernando Mendoza that's going to be in the NFL. I saw him at Cal. So you will see him at Cal too very soon.
Hold for. Do we got the clip yet? Or I'm hearing it in my ear because I forgot. This was just last week we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it all runs together. These guys do a good job. But listen, JB, people develop. I'm trying to. You caught me a little bit off guard because I didn't give this pre-show thought. But hey man, you remember who Rich Gannon was for about 13 years of his career, and then he got with John Gruden in Oakland and became the MVP of the league. And dang near, if he had gotten another Super Bowl appearance, he might have been a Hall of Famer.
Smitty. You sound like Smitty right now.
What?
You sound like Smitty right now. You're just bringing up like what he did at the end. We forget that Rich Gannon is still an all-time passing leader. You think that just happened in that 1 year, or was he that good the whole time? He just didn't have a good team. How many quarterbacks have you seen do that? How about Warren Moon? How good was Warren Moon on bad teams? Come on, Jason. Gannon was a elite ball spinner his entire career.
Stop it.
He got in a one-time situation and won a Super Bowl, and now he's the best.
I didn't stop. You stop it, because I actually covered Rich Gannon's time in Kansas City. I think he spent 4 seasons in Kansas City. Yep. I saw Rich Gannon up close and personal.
How good was that team?
They were halfway decent.
They were horrible. They had no talent. He was getting sacked 6 times a game.
Now, the offensive line was not the problem, JB, and I was there the whole time. You got Will Shields. They had good Dave Zott. Who am I forgetting? Who was this? Tim Grunhard, the center. They had a good John Alt, Joe Alt's dad.
Yeah.
They stop it. I was there. You're talking about things that I actually covered. Rich Gannon spent the first 6 years of his career, 5, 6, in Minnesota, not doing nothing. Spent a year in Washington, doing very little. Then spent 4 years in Kansas City. Look, man, people develop. Let me refresh my memory and the audience memory. Here's what we put out over Instagram that has triggered JB.
The Mendoza guy is not special at all.
What did you just say? You got Mendoza rated the same as Shedeur? Is that what you just said?
I got him I said that Shedeur was a 5th rounder. He went in the 5th round. I was one of the only ones that I know on record that said it prior. And then Mendoza's a 5th round guy.
Why?
Yeah, not close. Well, what does he do? What's sustainable that he does right now at the NFL level? There's nothing he does. He doesn't throw as good of a deep ball as Shedeur Sanders, by the way. Mendoza offers nothing that we're like, oh shoot, I got to keep my 1st round pick for him. If I'm the Raiders, I'm trading the pick. I'm getting as many assets as I can. I'm trading Max Crosby. I'm cleaning house. I'm not waiting on Mendoza as many people think they're doing. Mendoza 1st pick? If they do that, I need to stop watching football because my eyes don't work apparently anymore. The Mendoza guy is not special at all.
JB,
I watched the game against Oregon. Great job. He's only thrown 5 incompletions in 3 games, JB. Great job. They're 25 years old across the board. They have the oldest roster in football.
Their roster's the same age as the Miami Hurricanes. Their average age is 23. Go ahead.
Stop. They're 24. They're as old as the Green Bay Packers.
23. I just read this before the show.
37 guys come from James Madison who were 1 and 2 star guys who were hungry as hell, who wanted to get paid. They weren't the 5-star 17-year-old who got $3 million NIL deal before they even proved anything. That's why Cignetti's done a great job. He's created a hungry roster who wanted to prove themselves and show why Oregon's 55-plus 5-stars got dominated by a bunch of 1 and 2 stars, because stars get coaches fired. It's happened in the history of football. This isn't new. This isn't something that now all the social media gurus, Cignetti figured it out. It's been that way forever. Just go look at the history books. Stars get coaches fired. Cignetti saw the opening. He's taken it. Let's see if Cignetti can continue to hit it right in the portal, because he's not going to have 37, 24-year-olds the rest of the time. So shout out to this year. Maybe Indiana wins it for your great state. Maybe he wins it. But I think this is going to be a New York Giant, New England Patriot sort of game where the D-line dominates and the pure size of Miami will make this a very close game.
Look, here's what you're underestimating about Mendoza, and I can't believe as a coach you don't have respect for it. His willingness to prepare is a talent. His willingness to surrender to the head coach is a talent. He's coachable. Most of these kids in this current age set, they've been bred, developed, mentored to not be coachable. And he has talent. He's got size. He's got talent.
So was he a cancer in Cal? And he found God? Maybe he found Jimmy's and Joe's, Jason. How about that anomaly of weird, crazy science? Maybe Indiana has a best roster in football collectively, and they're the oldest, and it all of a sudden saved him. Was he saved, Jason, when he left Cal? Was he just a...
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
Jimmy, you're going to so regret this. This isn't Tim Tebow. This isn't a guy that can't translate to the NFL.
Let me ask you. You know what? I'm going to renege. I'm going to renege like we're playing spades. And I'm going to go in here and say, Jason, you know what? I might be wrong. Because you know what? You brought up something that just triggered me. This guy with pain and nails is about to play the Rams to advance in the NFC playoffs. And if he can do it and the locker room has accepted it, you might be right. Maybe this crybaby can go into this new soft NFL full of women. That's all this guy does.
Who? Mendoza?
No way that I want to hear this crybaby guy after every game.
Mendoza?
Yes, Mendoza. Who
What's
cries
he crying?
every game.
He doesn't cry.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so tired of hearing these crybabies. paint and nail, crybaby quarterbacks is the new thing. So maybe the NFL is so soft and woke and alphabet mafia. Maybe that's the new era, and that's probably when I get out of this game.
The
maybe
man
maybe
who
you're right.
said on this show 30, 40 minutes ago, ripping Sean Payton for putting bounties on people's head and playing a physical brand of football
I did not
is
rip him.
now want to call Mendoza a wimp and all.
No, I did not rip him. I said I just don't have him above Tomlin. I didn't care about the gate. I just said he missed the whole year. You got
a gate on his resume.
Listen.
That's one of the things I like about him.
Listen, I'm with you, but he missed a year still. Tomlin didn't, so that matters to me. The bottom line is, I guess we're so soft now. You just accept. Jason, mediocrity is the new excellence. Just admit.
What is soft about Mendoza? Are you kidding me? What is soft about Mendoza?
You want crybaby lead in your locker?
Am I missing something? Does he cry? Am I missing something?
You never seen him cry after every game? You kidding me right now? Are you trolling me? Is that what they call it?
I'm being dead serious.
You never seen Mendoza crying. Can you guys bring it up? He cries after every game. What do you mean? Tell Hadley to get on his job over there. He cries every day.
There are differences in tiers.
You softened on me. You've actually started. Man.
There are differences in tiers, JB. Again, once I can't believe Darnell's not working on your faith walk, because for some of us, when we talk about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, it makes us emotional. And this is where I will have to chastise Darnell. He's not doing a good job of discipling you and getting you to fully understand why Mendoza cries.
We're having church right here. This is church right now. We don't need to go to the actual, where there's nothing worse than a fake priest or a politician. Nothing worse. So we're having genuine, open conversation, and this is church. So
you're calling who's fake, me or Mendoza?
Mendoza. What do you mean? And so many others in fake churches out here. What do you mean? You saw the Drewski skit or whatever his name is. So we got all this stuff. So here's the thing. Oh my God. I want to go. Come on.
Ohio State kids.
I can't wait to
that
play for
last
this
year. Walking out their faith. They won a national title. Mendoza walking out his. I think he's about to win a national title. They're not going to cover the 8.5, but he is going to win a national title. You got a problem with Mendoza.
The game's changed, Jason. I'll leave it at that. The game has changed. It is what it is.
See, the problem you got with Mendoza is if you had to coach him, you wouldn't be comfortable cursing around him and using that foul sailor mouth of yours, and that's what bothers you.
I didn't know we turned football into such a woman sport. I just didn't know. I guess we got to cater to all the genders and all the letters.
JB, I'm going to let you go. You're talking crazy about Mendoza. You don't know what you're talking about.
Cry, baby.
He's going to embarrass you next year.
I hope Miami wins by 50.
You got what did you just say?
I hope Miami wins just because of that.
You hope Miami wins. You don't believe they're going to win.
No.
And you certainly don't believe they're going to win in a blowout.
No.
Because Miami's going to do dumb stuff like they do and cost themselves the game. And someone like Mendoza, who has surrendered in a faith walk, he has a very disciplined team and disciplined teammates.
By the way, you better hope Miami loses.
Because what?
Because it's over. It's over. They will go on a historic Alabama run. Because you're in Miami, Jason. Remember the days when Miami was legit. They were more powerful than the Miami Dolphins, the Miami Heat, the college team. Miami Hurricanes were more powerful than any other entity in Miami. They will be back to a national power. What kid in America is not going to take millions of dollars to go play in Miami in college? If they win this natty, you're going to have a problem, college football. Miami's going to be a juggernaut. Mark it down.